Okay, so this work. Let's see. He. Oh, wait a second. Why is that not working? Son of a Oh, no, that's not it either. Okay. Okay, let's see. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. How do I go to my damn wackadoodle? Watch now. How do I go to freaking manage whatever? Just chatting. Dashboard. Dashboard channel. I gotta learn how to do this freaking stuff. Okay, where am I at? Um, so I gotta go here. Gotta go here. I gotta go to auto find and activate. Is that it? Okay. Where's Twitch at? Why do I have multiple of these? Am I broken? Alright, so I think I can turn this off. Can I remove this? Twitch auto activate. Is it activated? Let's see. Where's my? Where is my huge bomb? Okay. Bam. Bam. Live. At. Bam. 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 Okay. Let's see if this works. Confirm. Go here. Oops. Go here. Go here. Go here. 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 I don't know how to do this. Where's my freaking? Nope. What a loot cave is. It's a channel, but how do I go to mod settings? Dashboard. Manage stream. There you go. Stream manager. That sounds like a good idea. What up, McKay? I'm trying to see if all my wackadoodle stuff works. Auto activate. You look like. My apologies. My apologies about that, McKay. You look like a serial killer. Going on, thief brother. How you doing? How you doing? You look like a cat owner with a hat. Okay, let's see if this works. Hello. 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 Okay, so that's Twitch. All right, cool. No, 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 not no. You give him a call, brother. My brethren, call him up. Call him up. I'm in Georgia. I don't know if they're here yet or not. Nah. No, okay. What up, Kennedy? How are you? It's running. Switzerland. I'm from America, Georgia, the state of Georgia in America. What do I think of Greenland? So that you really want to know? I think this is all a chess move. Chess move. So Trump says, "Okay, Denmark, we'll let you keep Greenland if we get a bunch of these resources and you get Russia, Iran, and China." That's what I think. That's what I think they're going on. My pronouns are hell yeah. Yeah, so I think he's the frickin' president, and he better figure out what he's doing if you want to, you and your family to be profitable in this economy. And then when the next president's doing, you better figure out what they're doing so you can be. We still gotta stop buying our trade partners. I do. I am. Hey, but this is the thing. We got no idea what Trump's talking about. We got no idea if he actually wants to own Greenland or if he just doesn't want our adversaries on Greenland. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see how he does this thing, but I don't think we're going to have Greenland. I think he just doesn't want Russia, Iran, and China there. There's no figuring out what Trump does. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Hey, it's it's helped my family thus far. Let's say like Bitcoin's up, gold's up, silver's up. He doesn't know. He doesn't seem like it a lot of times, but this is the problem with politicians. None of them tell exactly what they're doing. They're either lying or they're subverting. So when they do something, that's a problem. How you doing, Mate? Mate? Watching America's like watching a bus going off a cliff. I understand that too. With half of the passengers cheerleading, exactly. And every 4 years is different cheerleaders. What up, Giovanni? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. If you're a Democrat, you're cheering when it's off the cliff when a Republican's in office, and when you're a Republican, you're cheering when the Democrats running the country off a cliff. Trump husband or cheating wife? Trump husband. I don't understand. Trump husband or cheating wife? Say hi to my cousin. Hello, Gabriel. Gabriel Hornenstein. Thank you, Mateo. Hey, let me put you up on the wall here, my brother. Hold on 1 second. I'll get you 1 second. 1 second. I gotta add a frickin' all right, Matej. All right, hold on. Let me change cameras real quick for you. Let me add a camera. Add video source new. Oh, I think I broke it. Oh no, I definitely broke it. Okay, let's see if this breaks or not. Yep, it broke. I'm guessing. I don't even see what happened here. Hold on 1 second. I'm trying to add a camera for you. I'll put you up on there. I liked 50 times and so. All right, Ruby Love. Okay, let's see. So I need to add a. That's not what I wanted. Cancel. I need to add. Let's throw this away. Trash. Yes. Add. Uh, camera. Video capture device. New. There you go. Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. I'll get you on the wall. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Add camera. Video capture device. Video capture device. Okay. All right. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. So I'm putting Matej, and I'm putting. Hold on. Slow down. You guys are too fast here. Ruby. I am a physicist. And Matej. I'll have to make a list and I'll put. All right, let's see something. Bam, 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 and bam. Okay, you're watching from X X X X X. You're Serbian. Hi there. I can see for myself. In fact, that in fact that you're considerably richer than me. All right, Tanveran, Tanvera. I got you. I've liked this 1,240 times. I put Rubio on the wall. I got you. I changed my name because it's Serbian. Would you, if you want to see what's going on, boss? I'm your fan. Thank you, Mate. Tanveer, 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 Tanveer. I'll post pictures of the wall after the stream. Would you say if I could you Kennedy Kanadie Kanadie K-A-N. All right, all right, all right, all right. Real J. This guy looks like the yeah. I get a lot. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. I get that a lot. Oop, I broke that. Cancel. I get that a lot. Cancel, you stupid thing. Ash, please, because I'll put Ash later. I'll do it after the stream. I will. I'll give you Ash. I'll put it on the list. I'm not going to get up every 5 seconds. Ash. All right. If you were a physicist, tell me about science facts that no one knows. What would you like to know? What would you like to know? Physical facts, like have to do with physics. What would nobody know except for other physicists? What would you like to know? Would you like to know that the moon moves away from the Earth at 3.5 centimeters a year? Hit her, love. You're welcome. I got you. So you look. Yes. What do you want me to do? I can't write all those characters. If you give me a couple of characters, give me three characters or English iteration of that, and I'll do it. What would you go see if you were younger self? What would you go to see if your younger self? What would you go to see? You look like that. You look like the digits of pi teacher at my school. 3.14159. Liberals be like, tell me about it. Let me tell you. Let me give you. Let's give you a science fact that no one knows. Let's. Okay, you give me one. Real, what's going on, brother? My Ken. Yeah. Okay, so I'll put Mike and an Ash up there. Mike. I gotcha. It didn't work. That's right. I left the movie industry last year to do streaming full time. How you doing, brethren? How you doing? No, the Earth definitely isn't flat. You could actually test that yourself with two tubes about 3 feet long. One piece of advice for next generation: learn that failure is the beginning of success. Absolutely, my friend. One, two. Princess there before you. That's what I say now. What up, space cowboy? Princess. No, I don't think the Earth is flat. Absolutely not. We used to. So I was very lucky as a kid to have. Let me pull this out. There we go. I was very lucky as a kid to have a very nice telescope that my brother's boss gave to us. I never sure how to work, big dog. Yeah, this is it, brother. If the world was flat, we would fall off of it. That's right. All the water would just fall off. I can see your picture now. Yes, it should pop up. Yeah, it pops up in chat now. Yeah, yeah. I fixed all that today. Have you ever met my nephew? I can't even say that. He does special effects in movies. Worked in Lost Boys, Vancouver. No, no. So I've worked down here in Atlanta for the past 15 years. Joshua Met Haven. Wow, freaking Lost Boys. What a great movie. What a great movie, Jugga, brother. That was a great one. What's beyond space? So theoretically, if you go by the Big Bang, space is still moving out, and what's beyond that? This is why there's a lot of confusion and talk and debate if there's an actual intelligent creator. Some think it's God, some think it's an aliens, some think it's always been there. What's up, Saved by Love? Welcome back. Look at Bankhead, this freaking crazy guy. I watch The Outsiders. No, puppy, I'm not. Marry him and I marry me. Marry him or marry me. I'm the one that love you, baby. Can't you see? I ain't got no future or family tree. You just watched The Outsiders last night. I want to pause that. There we go. No, sorry, the company. No, so no, no, sorry. The company he's worked for is Morbius, Mockingjay. Yes, Mockingjay. Yes, yes. No, no, I'm not. I hope everyone's having a blessed day too. Thoughts on God theories? I believe in God. I follow God. I didn't till I was like 43, 44 years old. And then I finally looked into it, spent about a year, and it's there's too much evidence for a creator. Call me Shadow. All right, Shadow. Two space cowboys are better than one. Okay. You are a traffic light. Your eyes are red, your teeth are yellow, and you're smiling. And you're smelling. Smelling. Followed. Thank you. I believe in Elon Musk. I think he's going to get us to Mars. I honestly think he does. Richard is a theist and a very good guy. Yes, I is. Freaking space cow. One, two, Princess in bed. Yes, I'm definitely ticklish. I think most people are. You didn't read my science fact. All right, hold on. Let me see. Real me. Okay, all right. Where are we at? All right. Okay, where am I? Let me pause this. I forgot to pause it. Okay. Consciousness. Science. I'm in Atlanta. Okay, science fact. All right, let me see here. Let me see the science fact. Okay. Oops, I just broke that too. Hold on, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, science fact. All right, hold on 1 second. Let's do this. Bam, science fact. Science fact. I'm the one that love you, baby. Can't you see? I ain't got no future or family tree. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to work on something like that. Okay, science fact. Oh, come on. Science fact. Um, Consciousness is general, comes from quantum field that exists in the universe and gives us subjective experience. The same field that creates a standard model of particles. The problem is that nothing can't create nothing, real brother. Um, I'm a sweet and tender man. If there's a creator, why to honor them by like someone who might made you think, thank you. Well, even if there's a creator, why do you honorify them like someone made me like thank you? Because if they created us, this might not be the only place we end up. This might be the first round, the first inning. And then so if we go somewhere else after this, do you recall what your weather forecast looks like this first weekend? I think it looks warm. Yeah, so it's going to be warm on Friday. Yeah. You explain the calculation behind it, not why it happens. Right, that's a problem. The problem is you can't. You can only use the evidence you have, the evidence you have against you. Now, Atlanta, I once done a job there for Hank Aaron. John Lennon, I'm a fan. Oh, you got. I do listen to Tool. I listen a lot. Christ is King. Absolutely, I agree. The guy looks like he knows everything. I know quite a bit. I am sure. At least it was supposed to be. I followed the sound of a jukebox coming from up the level. All I could hear was somebody whistling from right behind me. I turned around and she said, "Why do you always end up down at Nick's Cafe?" What up, Lamb? Friday's going to be -10 here. Jesus Chrysler. -10. Where are you at, Stank? I don't think you are. What? I don't think I am sure. Okay, let's take a look then. Let's take a look, shall we? Oh, that's my face. 5 day weather forecast. 50. Yeah, 50s it says. It should be in the 50s on Friday. 44 Saturday, 43 on Sunday. I'm not John Lennon. This is actually the second round of consciousness. Our soul started as animalistic, and we have evolved into rational beings. That's what the story of Eden is about. Tell you what, there's a lot of different debates. I agree that there's definitely something interesting that is going on. Whether I know for sure, I don't. Do you mean after you come closer to death, you believe in God by fear, just like you? So your father and mother had you. Do you fear them? If they say, I'm going to whoop your butt if you don't do what I say? Inside, I don't know. The wind just kind of pushed my way. I just checked. Wisconsin. Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Yeah, you're going to be cold as all hell. Greetings from the UK, Ox. I know the whole universe has a pull out of the middle of it, so one of these theories is it has to be Big Bang happens. Right, and Big Bang leads to a creation point. It had to start from something. What's up, Lamb? That's like make Lamb hallucinate. What's the well, that's the problem when you think it's nothing. Field looks like nothing, but a field is something. A field is something. All right. I have the standard model of particles, but the moment before that happened, what was there? Something. What created that something? It always goes back to what created that something. The problem with the creation of the universe without a creator is it always comes back to saying, well, so evolution and they say Just give me one miracle that the universe has always been here. Just give me that one miracle, and then we don't need God anymore. That's the problem. Can you make me? No. Sometimes I said you died, massive fan, and you died the Beatles. Someone said you died, massive fan of you and the Beatles. Lamb, do you call seeing two space cowboys? Dun, 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 dun. I am American, yes sir. Lovely Lamb Lunch is over there with you, Ox. He's over there in the UK. I recall a lot. You still. Please look into Pastor William Donahue. He has a great lecture on how the seven churches in the book of Revelation is an allegory for the seven chakras. Okay. William Donahue. William Donahue. All right. We're not going to go into a theology lesson right here. What up, Lamb, for fluff's sake? But yeah, I'll definitely look into it, fish sticks, and we'll go over it. We can go over it in the later stream after 5. Do you recall? All right, what did you mention here before? Okay, we're going to check the weather again for you. All right, check it again. Yep, 49 on Thursday, 51 on Friday, then rain and cold. Well, 40s, not freezing. It says when you're Wikipedia that you're British. How'd I know Yoko? She's my girl. I'm seeing 2 of everything right now. Markiplier. What's up, Sammy? Samir. Oh man, why not? Never seen that for. I never got seen that for that long, brother. You can come back every single day. I'm not gonna make you a mod. I've got 50 mods. I do believe in Jesus. Absolutely. Listen, if anything, there's more evidence that Jesus existed and died on the cross. Even if you're not religious, even if you're not a Christian, there's more evidence. Jesus was written about more than any other human that ever existed on earth. Even more than the rulers of the world, other parts of the world at the same time that he lived. So he definitely existed, and he definitely died on the cross. You just have to go to see if you believe in the resurrection. I mean, we live on different countries. Oh, I understand, my brother. Last time I checked, you were supposed to be 0 degrees. No, not me. No, in Georgia? No, no. Are you just live 24/7? Every time I go on my phone, I see you. I don't even know who you are. How are you, Boo? I'm usually streaming about 10 hours a day. Yeah. Well, Rusty, keep hanging out, brother, and you might get there. You have to be here at least 3 days and be a good person. 0 looks like nothing, but it's nothing at all. It has potential. If the field, so 0 doesn't have potential. There's only potential if there's 0 and something else. There is no potential at 0 to 0. You have to have a gradient. Therefore, you can't say 0 to 0 has potential. That's 0 potential. Yes, you can spread the gospel, my friend. Jesus is king. You can't believe you're back. Hold on. I can't believe you're back. Are you thinking of making a comeback album? Hold on. We got to get the band back together. Let's do it. Jesus says, Brandon, tropical weather man provided misinformation. No, I'm not. I'm 110th degree Freemason. No. I thank you. What's going on, farm life? Space cowboy. Richard has checkerboards and he lives in a 33. Do you live live for 10 hours a day? No. So I worked in the movie industry for the past 15 years. I left in January of last year to do streaming full time. Hey, Latvia. How are you, Juris? Juris? He's homeless. Yeah, this is green screen. It's freaking cold as hell out here. Billy Badass. What's going on, brethren? All jokes, bro. Love. Keep spreading the good word of Jesus. Absolutely, my friend. Go back to work. You should make a video. So I started another channel called Fail Around and Find Out, and I'm gonna do travel vlogs. So I'm gonna start digitally traveling from my chair here, and then I want to go visit places. Yeah, that's why I believe there's a higher power, but I have my own thoughts and beliefs. I definitely think the universe came from God, so it's interesting how complex this whole thing is. Right, absolutely. I was and I'm still very scientifically minded. The thing that's interesting is the only things that get published in the mainstream are secular scientists, but the creator scientists have the same data. They just paint a different picture with the data. So whose data do you believe? Because no one was really there. And that's the thing. The more and more evidence you look at, the more and more closer you get. He does stream to eat. Yes, I'll do a travel vlog. Turn to Jesus Christ. He is the reason you could live in eternal peace with him. You find him and turn away from sin. God loves you all. Repent. He is coming. Yes, sir, George. Thank you, my friend. God bless you. So when you start on a path of science, you start off with the whole evolution thing, everything, and as you keep going, about 25 years in, you realize once you can start to like see not so Darwin thought a cell was a gelatinous ball of protoplasm. So he didn't even know that there was DNA or anything like that. So he thought rocks could eventually turn into this other chemistry that would eventually turn into whatever, because he didn't know about DNA. Why the long face? Do you know about the Kardashians? If that's Kardashians, yeah, I'm not a fan. Rich, we will still agree to disagree the God thing, but I still love you. I love you too, Lamb. I love you too, brother. Do you recall the Xbox 360? I do recall the Xbox 360. Do you still play on that? I'm going to spread the gospel to people who don't believe. God bless. Have a good day. Thank you, George, brother. Spread a good word, my friend. Let's see here. What did I miss? I broke something. Oh, that's definitely broken. That's definitely broken. Khazars. Khazars? Let me look that up. Khazars. 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 Khazars were a powerful semi-nomadic Turk people from Turkey, who formed a vast empire of Europe from the 6th to 10th centuries, controlling trade routes between the Black and Caspian Seas and exacting tributes to many subject peoples. Their most distinct feature was the ruling elite's conversion to Judaism, likely in the 9th century, making Khazaria one of the history's rare Jewish states strategically positioned in the Islamic and Christian powers. The empire fell due to pressures from the Rus and Peckenbergs, being crushed by the Kiev in 965. Let me jot that down. Khazars. Yeah, I'll get into that tonight. That's pretty kick ass. If I didn't, I would be on the Minecraft server right here. I sing. I sang in bands for in the beginning from 19 to 26 years old, and I've done a lot of local stuff here, very very little with my big buddy Bill. Have you ever checked out the word is round? Okay, have you ever checked out the world is round with a boat in a few minutes it starts floating away? The theory is round. People say it's flat because if the round was round, it would fall. Now that's how gravity works, my friend. Gravity works. Gravity works. The reason we there's a very interesting thing you can do. If you get two pipes about 3 feet long, meter long, you can stick one in the ground and then walk as far as you can and stick another one in the ground. And you have each one have two friends, each one with your cell phones. And as the sun moves overhead, you'll see inside when the sun gets directly overhead, it shines straight down into the tube. But your friend's tube, a couple 100 feet away, it won't shine straight down in the tube. And that only works if you're on an arc. What up, Olio? I have eggs in a box. What's up, brethren? Universe came from a creator, and that creator can be nature itself. When you call it God, you humanize it, and you stop searching for truth. How can you? So, if biblically, it says Jesus was God in man form, but obviously it can't be man if he created man, right? Subscribe. Looking forward to your videos. Thank you, my brother Z. I got up. I'm doing good. Do you recall the size of your tube? Hey, I'm new here. What's your political identity? I am a libertarian. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I have a list of things that I believe in, and I vote Republican or Democrat if they follow that list. I never, ever, never follow a political party because they will change, and because you'll blue no matter who, you'll vote for them even after they've changed away from your beliefs. So I'm a libertarian, and I'm not. I'm not a Republican or Democrat. I'm gonna change your name, Lenin. What's your politics? Have I ever sinned? Yes, a lot. What up, Isla? New Samsung A27. I've got the 25. Do you like it? Do you like the A27, Mateo? No, 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 no. No, 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 absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Yo, a physicist shooting fireballs from hands. Is it possible or not? Nah, brother. Everyone says you can just ask for forgiveness. You can ask for forgiveness. You can ask for forgiveness, absolutely, and you should, because if you do that, even if it was to no one, it means that you want to be different. You want to change. Yeah, I'm not for the freaking no, no, no. I'm not for billionaires. No, 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 no. Listen, everybody. I'm for non-assholes. I'm not for I Christian, Muslim, secular, Jewish, whatever, Republican, Democrat. If they're not assholes, I'm for them. Bye, it's raining here. All right, Isla, be safe. I can't sleep, but I have school. But you have to ask for forgiveness after mean. I can't just ask it for you have to mean it. That's exactly right. That's how change comes forth. You have to mean what you're saying. All right, Mateo. Yo, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. To be a magician is to fool other people with with you can trick their minds. So you can have little just like the web shooters for Spider-Man, you can create small devices that it makes it appear that you're shooting fire from your hands. Keep dreaming, brother. I used to know a girl that I repent my sins and my knowledge. That's what you should do. When your daily prayers. Like stars, brother, I never heard about them till today. Z brother, I'm gonna definitely look into them tonight. If you recall how to craft a good meal, chili, vegan teacher, you need a lecture from you. Yeah, yeah. Don't be a vegan, and not in America. Not unless you grow your own food and you got farm life for you. So if you grow your own food and you handle the pesticides and stuff, you handle them. You don't believe some wackadoodle billionaire. Okay, well, that's what happens when you take all the guardrails of capitalism, which is what libertarians believe. No, 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 Saunter. What you mean? No, no, no. That's not taking guardrails off at all. It's more. It's basically for common sense. You don't. I don't want either to go out of control. I don't want people to get in bed with the federal government and be able to say, "Hey, this is the new current problem. So instead of buying gasoline, buy electric cars because we've got stock in electric cars and we'll get rich." And then we'll be like, "Oh well, come to find out we were wrong." But now you can't buy red basketballs. You have to buy purple basketballs, and we happen to own stock in the purple basketball company. Randy was the best. I'm gonna try to contact her. I think she's really rude. Do you believe in string theory? Thing. I've read a lot about string theory, and it's a theory. Remember, it's a theory, so it's not been proven. But there's very interesting things like light splitting, superposition and stuff, which is very, very convincing. In my experience with libertarians, they don't have coherent ideology. I've got a coherent ideology. Lenin, my brethren, that's taking money out of politics, not libertarianism. What are you? Tell me what you are, my friend. All food are crap nowadays. No organic, no one using manure. Yeah, vermiculite. Yeah, vermicompost. I have a huge compost heap. I have my own chickens. I think the states should have the power, and if you want to be a liberal, go to a liberal state. If you want to be a conservative, go to a conservative state, and let us who want to do what we want to do live on our own. I believe in the structure of the government, the way it was set up. I don't believe when people try to wrench the shit out of it for personal gain. You remember Odin was one of those saying nonsense. He's on the asshole list. Yes, yes, yes. Randy outed Uri Geller on Carson. But this is the thing. I will gladly take a good argument to heart. It's not tattooed on my face what I will believe politically for the rest of my life. I might be a liberal in 6 years. I might be a conservative in 9 years. I got no idea. But right now, I can't say I'm happy. Let's put it that way. A Flash is the Bible, like I said, completely incoherent. And brother Lennon. No, you didn't say completely incoherent. You said have You said they don't have a coherent ideology. My ideology is coherent. It doesn't change. Sorry to hear about your equine troubles. All right, let's see. Where was I? What's incoherent about that? Have you not read it? Don't even know what coherent means. Okay, my apologies. Let's look it up. Definition of coherent: logical and consistent. Tell me where I was wrong. It's right here. Logical and consistent. Logical and consistent. I don't I can't rewrite it. So how would it be inconsistent? They are big young ponies. Yes, yes. I am John Wick. Okay, where did I go here? I think I wrote something. Uh, uh, oh my God! Now that to see that if you do look like John Wick, yeah, I've been getting that a lot lately. What's the last movie you watched? It's been years, dude. Last movie I watched was what was the Star Wars that had Ray in it? John Wick Hippie Edition. Brother Bear, what's up? Unc looks like an HXQ. I've been getting that a lot lately too. People have been saying XQC's dad. Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, that was so. I was born in 1977, right when Star Wars was coming out. So my sister was born in 1980, and then like we started seeing they were still in the theaters then. So we saw as a family, me, my brother, my mother, my father, my sister. We saw every single Star Wars as they came out. We moved to Georgia. My sister still lived in Maryland. She came down, and Rise of Skywalker was out, so we saw it as a family again. That was the last thing I see. And there's nothing logical or consistent to either the Bible or complaining to libertarian whilst believing in the Bible and making political statements you make. So clearly, cool, cool, dude, cool. Don't vote for me. Wait, he does look like excuse me, John Wick, Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Is that the real Kylo Ren? Uh, boy, real life Kylo aged real fast. Let me see if I can get this chat on the screen. Hold on, real quick. Crown. All right, brother. I'll stay on the internet. Start a stream and I'll vote for you for being logical and coherent. Where did I do this? Flash broke something. Okay, browser. Does that not work? Damn, you didn't. Damn, you didn't. What am I missing here? Damn, no, I didn't know you were chill like that. Fish stick. Fish sticks chill. Lennon Ware's about to go on the asshole list. Hell, he might change next week. Who knows? He's coherent. We call them fish fingers. Fish fingers sounds unsettling, but I see the vision. Yeah, I guess I see it too. Fish fingers. Fish fingers. Let's look that up. Hold on. I need to make sure I can do this. Fish fingers. Fish fingers. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fish fingers has many connotations. Yeah. Which you like? Can I get a thumb? What up, Talisa? I named myself Fish Stick after the South Park joke. South Park's made a bunch of good stuff. Where am I at? I think I broke something. What up, Ben? Welcome back, brethren. All right, I think I broke this here. Video browser and properties. Copy. Okay, and then I need to go to this, and I need to go to browser. Properties. Oh, that's where I broke it. Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to do this. Do you guys like fish sticks? Yes. And then you. Yeah, that was that. That was the South Park. My name's Richard. My beau. You could have been worse. You could have been chocolates out the balls. Put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth. Put them in your mouth. That's not. You're gonna get me kicked off the internet. Hey, I'm glad I could help, Robert, brother. Glad I could help. It shouldn't have had to be me. It shouldn't have had to be me, Robert. It should have been the medical professionals. I like fake crab sticks. Yes, I know what they're made of, dude. I like them too. I like the fake crab that's made out of fish. I like it. Did anyone find the cause of the Hubble tension? Has it been resolved? That's a good question. Let's see. Hubble tension. Hubble tension. Hubble tension. Oh, so you want to hear a conspiracy theory about the Hubble? Oh, dang it! Hold on, I broke this. Lock. Uh, okay, the no, that's not it. Yeah, there we go. Hubble tension is a significant disagreement in cosmology where measurements of the universe current's expansion rate, the Hubble constant, from the universe using supernovas and stars don't match the rate predicted from the early universe cosmic microwave background, suggesting new physics beyond the standard model might be needed. The nearby measurements suggest faster expansion than earlier predicted, the creating a puzzle. So do you know where we're headed with this? They wanted to believe that the universe was 13.8 billion years old, but this is saying that it's actually expanding much faster and in all directions. So it is likely that we had a big bang, which means we did have a beginning of the universe, and it does not appear to be 13.8 billion years old. So it's still in confusion. Richard, you are like the only streamer that makes sense. I watch you like a full-time job. Thank you, Julio. They are less awkward than actual crafts. The faker, the better. Yes, they are way less awkward than actual crafts. All right, why is it not popping up there? What did I miss here? Did I break something? Uh, why is that not working? I broke something again. Edit, edit, profit ad. There we go. Wonder why that didn't work before. Okay, so this can go away. This can go away. And then this can get locked. Let's change the name of this. Okay. Okay, there we go. That can get locked. All right, cool. Uh, it may seem surface level, but you're one of the very few interesting streamers. You read every comment, rare but indeed. Jesus loves you, Angel. Thank you, Adam. Hey, it still can't exactly wrap my head around what dark matter really is. So theoretically, what it is it's so I haven't been explained this perfectly. It hasn't been explained perfectly to me, but the way that I see it is there's matter, light producing, photon producing energy versus matter, and there's antimatter. Antimatter is the opposite of it. Like if matter and antimatter touch, E equals mc squared, but this would be negative, so they cancel out. They equal zero, so they turn into pure energy. This is why they think there had to be a fine tuning in the universe, because the moment the Big Bang would have happened, all matter and antimatter would have been touching, so they would have dissolved each other right out. So somebody, something, some method, mechanism had to allow to expand enough that matter and antimatter wasn't touching. So dark matter would basically be the opposite, like the negative pole. Like if the north pole on a magnet was matter and the negative the south pole is antimatter, it keeps things from smashing into each other. It's basically the tab button when you're typing. It's a gap that just stays expanding that allows that. It's just, they're saying it's the force that pushes the things apart, like everything else wants to suck back together, but when you have two poles of the magnet pushing apart, it's what pushes everything apart. Now, what that is, we can't measure, because if you touch it, if you had a probe, a dark matter probe, as soon as you touched antimatter, it would completely destroy. What's up, Richard, brother? I have a bath. I have dark matter in my bath. All the women on here are desensitized, which is fair. All of the young dudes are inconsistent in quality. YouTube is a cesspool. It definitely happens. All the young ones carrying the news. So that's the best way I can explain it, uni brother. I don't know what that means. So yeah, so in theory, if you're trying to understand why is the universe still expanding, and if you have something and you move them apart, you have nothing, right? So they would want to pull back together. Why is that not happening? And the only way is like if you had a magnet, basically, but it's not magnetism, or else we can detect that, because we can detect magnetism very well. Bro, any solution on hair fall? Losing your hair? Yes, absolutely. Oregano oil and rosemary oil. Here, brother, hold on. Rosemary oil, oregano oil for hair loss. Rosemary oil is well regarded for hair loss, potentially blocking DHT and boosting circulation, just like Rogaine minoxidil, while oregano oil offers antimicrobial benefits, making them a powerful combo when mixed with something like jojoba or coconut oil. So you don't just want to put it on oregano oil on your scalp. It can burn you. It's like, like spice. Don't take me on, lamb. I were Norwegian. Nope, no problem, AJ. Anytime, my brother. The sun only shines on TV. Any ideas on Forex trading? Jeremy, not necessarily Forex, but if you're smart, they expect silver, and this is where my money is. Let's look it up. Silver spot price. So they expect silver to hit $100 by the end of the week, if not by the end of the month. And they're saying $200 by the end of the year. So it's not even at $100 yet, and it's going to double. So it's $92 an ounce right now. Okay? It's gone up 10% in a week. So if you bought $100,000 worth a week ago, that would be worth $110,000 now. You can't do 10% anywhere else in a year except maybe the S&P 500. And that would be a 10% return on a year. So you can buy it at $92 right now, and it's like every single marker is sending it towards $100 by the end of the month, and they're saying by the end of the week. So that's where I'm at. That's all I'm saying. That and I have a subset in gold. Silver dropped 0.61%. I'm sorry, 2.58% today. So it was $95 yesterday, and gold went up 1%. So if you have both, You have gold for the long term and silver for the short term gains. Now I'm going to subscribe. Thank you, AJ, brother. It depends on the type of hair. Response for that response. Yeah, hair loss. Yeah, yeah. Alopecia, not much you can do except for get a transplant. Yeah, it depends on the problem, right? Dark matter might have something to do with the cosmological constant problem. I think what they're doing with that, the dark matter is the I, the imaginary number that's needed for the equation to balance out. Because they're like, well, there's something that's missing, and so dark matter would make sense. As you know, that's the problem with theories. Quadruple X was Vin Diesel. 4X. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. But for male pattern baldness, okay, that's done for DHT block. Yeah, DHT blockers, brother. That's what rosemary oil does. Rosemary oil is a DHT blocker. It's one of the most potent DHT blockers. I'm fully follicle too. Yeah, DHT and boosting circulation. So if it's a blood supply issue, rosemary and oregano oil can help that, and it's a potent DHT blocker topically. I have to go. All right, Julio, I'll see you later, brother. DHT is byproduct of testosterone. The more testosterone you have, the more likely you have DHT. That's absolutely true. Levels, exactly true. That's exactly why Rosemary Oil is a country singer. That's exactly why people that take steroids often lose their hair. Adam, I'm currently in my early 20s, and I face a little bit of hair fall. It may have been I changed my city recently. Hairs are going to reduce from the side temples. Yeah, so that's male pattern baldness. And the stress may absolutely, but DHT is what he's talking about. That and cortisol are stress hormones, and this won't reduce the stress hormones in your body, but when you apply it to your scalp, it'll reduce it in your scalp, so it won't affect. And if the stress is the reason for the hair loss, it can actually reverse it. Thank you, Jacob. That's what I'm here for. 110th grade, my brethren. I'm what you call a citizen scientist. I do all my own research and work. My name's Richard, AJ. Richard. Rosemary is great. Glad I got a plant. I've got it growing outside right now. Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely great. What's up, Do Real? I can't read. Do Real Twitch. Gotcha. I don't have any qualities physically, but I do have hair. That's right. Hey, baby, can you raise my kids? No, but I've got hair. I love you, ma'am. AJ, it's natural. It happens to many men. Medicine can be pricey. You have side effects. Earlier you start, the better, but you may have to take the meds the rest of your life. Yeah. Yeah, if it's genetic. But the thing is about genetic is you're genetically predisposed to have like more DHT. So yes, you can get rosemary and oregano oils that are mixed with something like coconut oil to use every day. Do you a lot of typing? You got bruises on your hands. I got bruises on my hands. Let me see. Let's take a look. Maybe on my wrists right there, like that. Where am I going? Like right by my wrist right there where it rests on. It rests on the table. Richard, nice to meet you, AJ. Thank you. I'm trying to be the anti brain rot here on the internet. Thank you, my friend. My son is my hair, and only. Stress can also cause it, but it's less manageable than DHT blockers. I agree. I agree. Now me, I've got a I've got scars and lumps and freaking like I used to skateboard. I've wrecked a lot. I've split my head open. I mean, somebody might look that, but look, hold on. Let me show. Oh, never mind. I had a picture, but I changed my OBS layout. I had a picture of me bald. Everybody was doing hashtag bald Richard in the chat a couple of months ago, so I made a bald version of me. It looks horrible. I look like a mix between me and Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Gold's great. Gold is absolutely great. Gold is expected to go to $5,000 soon. It's like 4,900 right now. Yeah, I would look like a Victorian circus freak if I was bald. So would I. How are you doing, Richard, brother? Said the bald guy. Said the bald guy. I'm balding badly. I even look bad with a buzz cut. Is that what they? Hold on. is what it is. I got big muscles and good brain. We carry on. Dark matter is the leap of faith science needs for its equations to work. That's correct. It's the I. It's the imaginary number. That's correct, Robert. Make your day, Mr. Good. Good, Richard. So have you written any scientific papers or got it peer review? Me? No. Nope. Only anecdotal, and I'm not here to sell you nothing. I'm here to give anybody any information and anything that I've ever used in my life. Like the stuff that I use on my that I've had benefits from. I'll tell people about it. And I'll give them links and let them do their own research. I'm very happy. My everyone in my family is off of every single medication they've been on. My parents are on desiccated bovine thyroid for their thyroids, which were destroyed by the medical institutions. Peer reviewed, yeah, they're all bought. Look, they're teaching kids that men can give birth in colleges and at universities these days. You think they're going to be like, yeah, we actually did this and it works good. It's a bunch of crap. It's a cult. ND is bald as a coot. He is bald as a coot. I don't know what a coot. Oh, yes, I do know what a coot is. Lamb. He means Crash Bandicoot. Oops, I broke something. Yeah, and I tell you a really good thing about uh having I broke something. Having a lot of creating a lot of free time. What the hell is that? Anyway, sorry. I was trying to read another chat. All right. Yeah, you are too much. A hot chemist told me it basically means you're too much of a man, and I like that. I cling to that fact for dear life. No hair, but a raw man power. Richard, bro, I am too much of an introvert. I have many insecurities like height 5'9", and I speak too much fastly, and I face stammering type issues. Do you sing? Do you sing? If you learn to sing, you'll learn to use your voice and you'll slow it down when you iterate your words. You can sing your words to people. Instead of being like, you can say, I need you to listen to me. And you'll start singing. They don't have to be in tune, but if you start singing your words, you don't want to sing the song really fast. You want to get it across. They'll be like, oh, you've got a beautiful deep voice, and then you'll start using your deeper voice more often and you'll speak more to point, and that will help with the stammering because you'll write the song ahead of your mind before you speak it. Your mind is working faster than your mouth can, and your mouth, my mother used to tell me I put my head in gear before I put my mouth in gear. I'm sorry, the other way around. I put my mouth in gear before I put my head in gear. Dark matter doesn't exist, and where's the dark energy come from? There you go, bam. It's everything. I'm here to learn everything and teach everything that I know about everything, and we can play video games, and we can freaking tell fart jokes and dick jokes, and but yeah, it's about anything. I've learned a lot over the past 49 years, and I've learned a lot over the past week. It's like a supply contrast of and levity. Detroit, Michigan in the house. What up, Nicole? AJ, there are people who envy you for what you have. Be humble, accept yourself, and face the world with your chin held high. Nobody will live for you. Take the hits and carry on. I don't gamble. I have a lot. I have a lot. I mean, I have gambled, and I've gambled on stream. I had a moderator, ND Beats. He donated some money, and we gambled that. But I don't gamble with my own money. The problem is everything that's coming out now. They're finding all the mob ties with all the sports gambling and stuff. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's fixed. There's a man without arms and legs driving a luxury speedboat right now. I imagine life is too short. Yep, stay strong. What's up, duo? I don't gamble. Want to bet? AJ, thanks, Adam and Richard. You too. Now I currently have to go. It's 2:19 a.m. All right, my friend. I'm on every day. Swing back tomorrow if you'd like. Thank you, AJ. Let's see. I think I broke something here. Did I pin that? I don't even think I pinned that. Ah, Richard. Copy, copy, copy. I need to make a list on. What did I just do? I think I just lost it again. This thing's driving me crazy. All right, let me see. Okay, there it is. Can I pin this? How do I pin it? How do I pin it? Oh, pin. Okay. Hey, there we go. All right. You're playing Cuphead? I haven't played that in years. Thoughts on Renee Good? All right. Jesus. Listen. There I think people have a problem thinking that now is forever. There these If people are getting arrested and moved out and deported and whatnot, and that's what this administration's doing. The last administration did what they're doing. You've got to live long enough to make a political change at the ballot box. You can't, if you die, you can't make change. Listen, a lot of people think that she died a worthless death because she'll be used for propaganda. And a lot of people will be like good, like a lot of people were like good with Charlie Kirk. It's the same side of the evil coin. It was she could have spent her time making a channel, making a community center, teaching people how to vote, teaching people the benefits of voting the way that she wanted to vote, but not putting your life on the line. And regardless, she's dead. So is it the guy? Is it ISIS fault? Is it her fault? It doesn't matter because argument here. Yeah, don't put yourself in the line of danger for because when they talk about the families getting ripped apart and stuff, they're not getting ripped apart forever. They're getting ripped apart for a day or two. If someone gets deported to their country, their family will fly in and meet them in a few days. It's not forever. It's not. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy that people die over this stuff. What's up, Brett? Oh, I think I gotta pause. Where am I at? All right, hold on. Let me see. What's your thoughts on AI? Thank you, AJ, my friend. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'm on every day, my friend. What's your thoughts on AI? Do you think I have time in the future? I'll help to understand more complex things. I think AI is overhyped right now. I think it's basically a glorified. I haven't got to play with a whole lot of stuff other than the large language model stuff, but a lot of that's glorified. Like I use it as a glorified search engine. It lies a lot. It only knows what it's read on the internet. So if there's a lot of propaganda from a side that you don't like, and you say, "What should I do for a living?" or "Where should I put my money?" It can be absolutely swayed by the people that own it. If the people like Facebook, Meta, that owns their AI, their responses are going to be how to benefit their company. If you know, and so there's a big problem with it. But eventually, after the trillions are made off of it, and then finally regulation comes around, it'll happen. Richard, my last contact with Paul was from an alleyway in Tenerife. He was making the various purchases and being Jesus. Do you believe there's yes, 100% Arian Ernob. What I miss here? What even are you? Must research, sir. What even are you? Sorry. Chloe, not Chloe. Dang it. Cole, don't hold on. Don't tell me. Chloe, Cole, Kale, Cod. Dang it. Tell me again one more time, Charity. I can't, Willie. I can't play copyrighted music. What up, Leo? I think it's a bluff. I think it's a bluff to get the minerals and rights and get the Russians, Iranians and Chinese off of Greenland. So currently they have bases on Greenland as well as America. I think Trump's going to basically say, no, we're taking it. They're like, no, please don't take it. It's like, all right, this is how I'll let you keep it. And I think that's what it's for. Yeah, it just reads from Reddit and Quora. Absolutely. What's your favorite movie you've worked on? Creatively, it was Jungle Cruise. Like the boat and everything that I was lucky enough to help to work on and stuff. It was absolutely amazing. A lot of the kick-ass, like live-looking props. We got to use real wood and vines and it was great. That was great. But I worked on Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and 3, and that was one of my favorite ones also, the spaceship stuff. So it was things. But yeah, Guardians of Christ is Lord, my friend. No AI can be quick and modest. And what does it mean? We aren't at AI yet. No, yeah, right. I agree, Jane John. We aren't at AI yet. This is artificial. It's marketing. They want investment and money to make it what they want, but they're not there yet. It's just a very witty. It's just a very witty search engine. Islam, there's a big problem in Islam, and I'll tell you why. There's a lot of lying, fake Muslims that are using Islam and making it look bad, and the other Muslims aren't calling them out. That's a big problem. Muslims got to start policing themselves. They're making themselves look really bad. And think about it, it's really bad. Muslims need to stop. This whole thing, you get a bunch of people that are fake Muslims that come over that when they say, hey, are you stealing something? They say, no, you're Islamophobic. No, you just have bad behavior. So the good Muslims aren't calling out the fake or bad. Yeah, definitely. Same thing. Christians, Jews are doing the same thing. Christians are doing the same thing. The people of each community have to start policing them because there's freaking bad people in everywhere. Yeah, but I have a deep love for Muslims, and I've got my best friend is three doors down on my channel. Him and his family are Muslims, devout. The problem is people using it as an excuse. Yeah, most AI databases come from internet, so it's just programming bot. Exactly. Isn't AI replacing movie dubbing? Yes, movie dubbing, absolutely. And because it's got video of people moving in every many actors moving in every direction from every angle. It can recreate them in any scene. So they're making full movies, full AI. It's the slop. Yes, it applies to all religions. Yes, should have told them. Should have told them to put you on the silver screen. I'm sure you could have. And the rocks roll on Jungle Cruise. Hinduism and Buddhism. I'm a fan. Listen. It creates a lot of great people. Now, do I think it's the way? No, but I love it. I love it for what it does for people. Right. I agree. Right. Everybody. This is the problem. Why do we keep saying Muslim, Christian, whatever? It's assholes and not assholes. It's that easy. Like everybody's like, oh, Republicans, Democrats. No, it's asshole Republicans and asshole Democrats. It's asshole Muslims and it's asshole Christians. It's not the good ones of anything. Some of the nicest, yes, exactly. Most respectful folks in Muslims. Yeah, my best friend, yes. Here, at least the ones I met. Yeah, thank you, super brother. 9/11. We'll talk about it later, brother. Probably the same. Probably the same as yours. That's just yeah. AI isn't replacing dubbings. YouTube's audio dubbing was so awful. It sounds like so much like with a horrific mic and all voice. But you know what they'll do is they'll say it was dubbed by AI and it actually was dubbed by professionals. And they'll be like, "Oh my God, it's the newest technology. Take my millions of dollars." This is how marketing works. I'm just so tired of all the Trump lying all the time, brother, sister, Nanya, all of them. What? All of them. Everyone's lying. The Republicans and the Democrats, they lie. I mean, weren't you? Okay, I agree. But can we also agree that the Biden administration and like the chick that was lying, puking, he's the smartest guy I've ever met? No, they're liars. They're liars. They're liars. And we want to say, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican. No. They're all liars. You can, and one liar is not better than another liar, and that's the so pretty problem. Oh, we'll vote Democrat. Yeah, they're scammers and liars. They believe, yep. That's the problem. Sharia law, especially what's been. I know someone who worked on the Wizard of Oz for the Sphere. They used AI to upscale. That makes sense. Hold on one second. One second. Wizard of Oz first AI upscales. That stuff makes sense. You give it an equation for scaling and you let it go to town. That makes sense. Favorite film that I've worked on or ever? Oh, dude, I really like the what was it? Not Swiss Family Robinson. What was it called? Robinson Vacation, Swiss Family. My favorite comedy is like Fletch. That's one of my greatest comedies. Viva Las Vegas. A lot of people try to separate themselves by stupid means instead of factual, obvious reasons. Right? Why? Why? Why do they do this? What's going on? Why? Like, why? 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 Why do they do this? They're benefiting from it. That's the only reason. Gavin Newsom seemed cool. Right, then not. He seemed cool. He got trusted. He got voted in. And then he just. Listen, let's talk about reparations. They're going to do the same thing with reparations that they did with the money for homeless people. They're going to say, okay, this is billions of dollars we're talking about. We just can't give it to the people. We got to start organizations that will distribute the money, and then there'll be dead people and all kinds of fake people that are signed up. They'll be like, "Oops, well, we're a sanctuary city, so we didn't look at their IDs, and all these white people got all the reparation money. They identified as black. It's all a scam." Opinions on cheese options at the local. Dude, I'm making an app with a small team. I found myself, and we have this one guy that wants to use it so badly. The rest of us are just like, we need this guy out. Yeah, dude. Yeah, listen, it slopifies, spaghettifies your code. It's no good. Surfer. I don't think I have. I don't think I the Surfer. Yes, I have seen the Surfer. Yes, it's all my subscribers. Yeah, I've worked on lots of films. Yeah, for 15 years, for the past 15 years. Yeah, subscribers' names. Chevy Chase, great. And Fletch too. Fletch lives. I just beat my Frost boss. You just beat Frost boss on Cuphead. Congratulations, Duo. It's uphill from here. Rob Bonita is another one that's no good. Brother, listen, the list goes on and on and on. We need to get rid of most of the federal government. We need to get a federal police force that polices just politicians. Why don't we have a police policy? Well, that's the FBI. No, it's not. It's the CIA. No, it's not. We need a police force that only polices politicians and just constantly investigates them all the time. Every day they randomly pick 10 politicians from 10 random states and they say, oh, well, here you are. Because why are we finding people now that have done mortgage fraud 30 years ago? No one looked into this shit when they got hired? Mr. Blue Sky. Hey there, Mr. Blue. Bro, you look like a cousin of Arthur Shelby from Peaky Blinders. What's going on, Divvy? Devon, sorry. Devanchi? I gotta go. Have fun, Lamb. I'm calling the police because he stole my heart. I saw him with Peaky Blinders. I want to be a director, and it's my last year in high school. Shall I go to film school? Start directing. Let me tell you something. Those who it's often hard to think outside of the box when you're educated inside of a box. Get away from that. It will stifle your creativity. You'll get taught by teachers that wished they were directors, and they'll teach you what they wanted done to hope that you'll do their old art that never worked, that they never had the balls to do. Don't go to art school. Don't go to film school. Do it. Listen, if you're an artist, why would you go to art school? You're already an artist. Yeah. You think America could solo brick if he wanted? Geez, thoughts on Biff Tannen. Biff Tannen. Oh, he frickin' rules. One of the best frickin' bad guys ever. Frickin' Back to the Future. The public corruption unit is what you're basically. No. We need. They only do when they get tips, and the thing is, the people that give them the tips are bought. It needs to be like jury duty. The names just get popped out of politicians, and they go and they say, "Hey, can we see everything from you?" You would be like, I agree. Jesus Christ is the greatest of all time. Yes, sir, Survivor. I ain't gonna take 9. I'm gonna take that. I said no. You're a chicken, McFly. I don't really watch movies anymore, honestly. Do you recall seeing one or two of me? Two of you? It's all in the game. Before everything else, people will pay you for your taste. Competence comes second time taste. If you think you've got it, get working, and eventually, right? Listen, it's so listen. This is what school does. It delays you from getting started. It delays you 4 more years getting started. Get started. You will learn more than a school will ever teach you over the same amount of time that a school will teach you. You can learn more outside of college in 4 years that you will learn in college. They keep you stuck. If you like a subject and you want to go faster, you can't because you have to stay where you're at in the curriculum to make sure you pass that test, that test. It's stupid. It stifles growth. Look at where we're at now. Ozempic. It's not really that good. I mean, if you need it to save your life, do it. But it's not good. It's not good. The problem is you lose fat and muscle, and that includes heart muscle. And right, and if you put 80, 90, 100, $200,000 into college when you get out, those 4 years you've done nothing but spend money. You've made no money the 4 years you're in college. You come out in debt and then you're going to get started, but they're not going to hire you at $1 million a year. They're going to say, now start making TikTok videos and then we'll see where you're at in a few years. And you were like, well, I could have done that outside of college. Yep. Genesis, true depiction of the creation of the human birth. So it's appearing more and more likely, like the new data that just came out from not Kepler. What's it called? Damn it! What's the new telescope we got in outer space now? Not Kepler. Anyway, the Hubble theory we talked about earlier. He thought, looking from a telescope from Earth, he thought that the universe was expanding at a particular rate. So with that calculations, the universe would be 13.8 billion years old. But according to the new data from outer space in the what's it called, the Kepler, can't remember what it's called, the new satellite that's out in outer space. They're saying it's actually expanding way faster than they thought, which would make the universe much younger. A tip 9. What are the benefits of college? Nothing. No, I mean, unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer where you need the certificate to do the work you're going to do. Listen, if you want to start a company and you need to be able to get a loan for that company, like being a doctor or whatever, like they're not going to give you a loan to start a hospital if you don't have degrees in that shit. If you want to be an artist, if you want to be a carpenter, a plumber, or anything like that, which an electrician will make you rich, rich, rich. Especially if you get out of where you're at or go somewhere that they're building AI data centers, you'll get paid $250,000 a year after the first year of apprenticeship. They've already apologized. Higher education seems more like a scam. It's a scam. Your brain becomes more elastic. I secretly placed posters around my school about how this education is awful and we're all better off for self-studying with peer-reviewed sources studied at the bottom. Dude, I feel like a criminal vigilante. Keep doing it. Do you have any current construction projects you're working on? So I just did that for 15 years. I was in construction. I was in the movie industry. I was a prop maker. So I built sets and props and stuff. I did, and it's great. I'm not doing any current construction projects. Actually, I'm about to start one. Another house I'm about to move into in a couple of months. Maybe we'll see. All right, my couch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to go too. It's going to be a little colder tonight than I anticipated, and I got to go out and fill up my propane and propane accessories in order to make sure the greenhouse plants don't die. But artists should start now. Listen, build your social media influence, build your social media presence, build if you can get 1,000 people to buy one thing from you a year for $100, that's $100,000 a year. If you can get 2,000 people to buy it for $50 a year, that's still $100,000 a year. So build your influence. Let everybody know you build art. Let them see you suck. Don't be afraid to fail. Let them see your shit art and let them see you grow. Then they'll be like, dude, I've seen you grow over the past year. That's what you need to do. You can't be a corporation. All right, I got to get going. Let me see a couple of guys. Small stuff around your house. I mean, smaller stuff around your house. That's why I was doing quotes. Oh, go ahead. Coolest movie I worked on. I worked on Guardians 2 and 3, which were really, 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 really cool. but I liked Jungle Cruise the best because of the flying boat and all the wackadoodle stuff that we had doing there. See you later, my friend Robert. All right, everybody. I'm off like a prom dress. I'll be back on in about an hour and a half. I love you guys. Appreciate y'all being here. Bye 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 bye. Oh, can't. I don't know how to turn anything on.